What's up, guys? How's it going? Glad to have you back here at the Crown One. And I want to give you some updates here from Ubisoft's official website for the next open beta, which is going to start tomorrow Eastern Daytime for XDefiant. If you guys have been tracking, it's a game called XDefiant. It's a massive multiplayer online game that functions a lot like some of the first-person shooters that you see with Call of Duty, also Rainbow Six, and other first-person shooters, again, like Overwatch 2. And I would like to take the time to just look at some of the updates and also provide some content for you guys as far as what you should expect within the next open beta for XDefiant. Now, I will say that this is an awesome game for me. Socially, it's been labeled the Call of Duty killer because a lot of people have been upset as far as different uploads with Call of Duty, gameplay, and even some policies that Call of Duty, or I should say Activision, the company that makes Call of Duty, has made. With that being said, XDefiant is a pretty fun game. I played it in the last open beta, which was in April, and you can check that out in some of the uploads that I've done. I'll actually leave a link in the description for one of the uploads that I did if you want to check it out. It was a very fun game, and I know I keep saying the word fun. I want a nickel for every time I say fun. No conflict of interest there, but I'm excited about the next open beta, which is going to be coming out tomorrow for those who had already had the open beta back in April. For those who are going to be new to the next open beta, that's going to start for them on Wednesday. Now, the time frames are a little bit different because we're releasing it worldwide. Let's scroll down just a little here. So like I was saying earlier, it's going to be available to closed beta players starting on Tuesday the 20th, which is going to be tomorrow at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Pacific time, or 7 a.m. I thought that was going to be PM. 7 a.m. Eastern Daytime. Oh, here we go. I'm sorry. I'm getting my times. I'm getting my time frames wrong here. That's 1 p.m. Eastern Daytime. So that's going to be for the closed betas. For everyone else that's going to get access to it that didn't have access before, their start time is going to be the following Wednesday on the 21st, starting at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And it's all going to end on Friday. That's for closed beta, and that's for anyone. I'm going to be closing the beta on Friday the 23rd at 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. So looks like I will be up pretty late that evening for just to get in a few more kicks as far as playing the game, and also not just playing the game but analyzing it as well, because one thing that I do like about Ubisoft is that they've taken a lot of constructive criticism and also encouragements for the XDefiant video game, which is in their Discord channel. And I can also leave that link in the description for their Discord if you want to join. But they've taken a lot of feedback, and I want to say that the developers for XDefiant were people that worked for games that created Call of Duty, I believe Rainbow Six, just more of a convergence of video game developers that converged onto the XDefiant platform and started developing for the video game itself and the content thereof. From what I understand, the XDefiant is going to be free to play, which probably means it's going to be a lot of DLC that you can buy. I see this game as being quite possibly one of the premium games. You know, it'll take some time for it to make its rounds around the room, but I definitely see this being very popular, not just because I like it, but people have been looking for something a little more fresh. Again, Call of Duty has been king of the hill for a while, but people are starting to kind of look elsewhere as far as other games. And you see with just some of the other games like Fortnite, again, Overwatch 2, that people are trying to jump onto some other platforms as far as doing FPS on MMO. But let's move down just a little more. So unlocking DedSec. I wonder what this is. It says during the open session, you will also be able to complete a challenge for an early permanent unlock of DedSec faction. By earning 125,000 XP during the open session, you will have DedSec waiting for you day one of our launch. Wow. So I'm gonna be a busy bee trying to get that 125k XP. I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying not to sound so much like a fanboy, but this I think this is gonna be pretty awesome. I've been looking to play some good FPS MMO games. Really want to fall back from Call of Duty. I've been playing Call of Duty ever since, I want to say since it was on PC. If I recall, it did start on PC and then it went to console, and then it's been kind of, then it's been released on both platforms, both PC and also PS5, Xbox. I say the PlayStations and the Xboxes. I think it's been on the Xboxes. I probably have to look that up, but I know for a fact it's been on the PlayStations in the past, and then definitely the Xbox. I would say probably in the latter years. But as you can see, it's going to be released this time on the 120 hertz mode of the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. Now, there's been a lot of questions within the Discord channel. If you had a chance to attend Ubisoft's gaming presentation, which was last week, I believe, they had talked about some of the next gen technologies going to be used, which was the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. But again, a lot of questions were about the legacy gen, which was the PS5 and I believe, the PS4 and the Xbox Series S. And forgive me if I'm getting that incorrectly, because I'm not too familiar with Xbox ever since 360. I haven't played any other Xbox console. So I want to make sure I'm getting it right. But I know for a fact it's going to be, because it says it here on the page, that's going to be PS5 and Xbox Series X for the next gen XDefiant to be played on this platform. There is also going to be a PC platform that I believe is going to be on Steam. So if you have a Steam account, you should be able to have access moving forward. Now, controller experience. Okay, so just to give a quick context, I was curious about the aim assist that was going to be native to the gameplay. And what I'm seeing here is there's a query about aim assist. So let's check this out real quick. So aim assist friction is nothing more than a slow down of the camera under the specific conditions. To define these conditions, there's a billboard that surrounds enemy players. This billboard dictates where aim assist begins, ends, and where full strength occurs. What does a billboard look like? So if you imagine two rectangular boxes, there will be a small one inside a larger one. The outer box we refer to as the blend zone, and the inner box is where aim assist is full strength. The edge of the outer box is where the slowdown begins and ramps up in strength as it gets closer to the inner box. The inner box is, in this case, is what surrounds a player model. Okay, so a lot of technical stuff put into that, and that actually answers the question about aim assist, because it didn't seem as prevalent when I did the previous open beta. Not saying it isn't, it just didn't have that feel. So it could have been a settings issue on my end, or it could have just been a feature that was not a part of the previous beta. But it looks like it's going to be a part of this beta, or at least in my understanding, a lot more prevalent. And interestingly enough, I had made this case within their Discord channel about aim assist. I believe I asked a question about whether or not there was going to be aim assist in the game. And I know people kind of may look down on aim assist, but if you think about it logically, sometimes the games are indeed fast paced, and it's not making a complaint or trying to water down the gameplay in and of itself. You can argue either way what you prefer, but I'd like the aim assist because it kind of helps with the motion, with the XYZ axis. But as long as aim assist is effective for everybody, if somebody chooses, or maybe it's a toggle within the options menu or the settings menu for gameplay. But as long as this is available for everybody, because we don't want to give anybody an unfair advantage other than an advantage that's been provided within the platform itself. So want to keep it fair. Now there are some patch notes that have been released for the user interface. There's going to be new branding. Let's see, online it's going to be updated new code, updated net code. Let's see, we got some factions here, ultras, traits, and abilities. I don't know what ultras is. Libertad trait, Espiritu de Libertad, spirit of liberation. I think that's what that means. Let's see, let's check it out here. We've reinstated the Libertad trait to be active again. When the Libertad takes damage, their health begins regenerating without delay. Oh wow, interesting. Abilities. Bio Vita boost. Reduce HP boost to max at 100 HP versus previous 120p. All right, healing rate reduced. Ability, El Remedio. And I apologize if my Spanish is not the greatest. Cooldown raised from 20 to 30 seconds. Let's see, duration reduced to 25 seconds. Healing rate for El Remedio has decreased from 60 HP per second to 40 HP per second. And let's just skip down here. Let's use Echelon, another faction. We got Phantoms, DedSec. DedSec faction is now unlocked for everyone through open session. All our DedSec characters are available to select. I gotta look up some of these factions here because I just kind of picked a character because I think I came on the back end of the beta for the last beta that was open, and I was only able to get in a few sessions in, but even with that few sessions, it was pretty awesome to experience again with the gameplay, the transitions, as far as swapping out weapons, even respawn points are pretty nice because it seems, because it's such a new game, I wasn't too worried about people already being there or close to my respawn points. That might change as the game starts to increase in popularity. Weapons and attachments, devices, and miscellaneous. Let's check out the miscellaneous here. Sound, various improvements to audio, health regen, delay reduced from 5 to 4 seconds. Spam penalties. Oh, here we go. Reduce spam behavior penalties slightly. I wonder what would be an indication of a spam penalty, because it's not something I want to get caught in. Again, I like the spirit of gameplay and trying to keep things fair, keep it even, but also at the same time trying to achieve, but not if it's going to cost the integrity of the gameplay. And that's what you see with some, not all, with some gamers who may try to find an unfair advantage, whether they're trying to use software or some type of hack that interferes with the integrity of gameplay. Look, guys, if you got to cheat, it's probably not worth it. There's no shortcuts to places worth going. And I'm not trying to sound like a dad or anything like that. But let's be honest, let's express a little decorum and, try to win on your merits, because if you're trying to cheat and do all this other stuff, you're really not going to be able to appreciate it. You're not going to feel any true value in the game, and it undermines, again, the spirit of gameplay. And, for whatever accolades you might get through cheating, it's not even going to be real for you. I mean, yes, the rewards are real, the accolades are real, but it really isn't because of the cheating. So just a little pep talk there, not trying to, use my dad voice or anything like that. I hope you guys enjoy this content. Gonna have some more stuff coming out in the future, but I'm really excited to be doing some of these video game reports and news updates. There are some Comic-Cons coming out in the future, and if you lasted this long, I wanted to bring that up as far as being able to attend, and maybe if I'm lucky enough, try to get an interview with some of these celebrities that are out there. Not even if it's not a celebrity that people, I would say, know a whole lot, but just some of the people that are doing content creation, or if they're publishing comic books or any type of literature, just to pick their head and find out what their inspiration is, and what gets them most excited about what they do, how they started, where they were they dead broke, or did they start out cash rich? Who knows? It's good to get that idea, because maybe the viewers draw some inspiration from that, and build up the courage to just go out and and strike out on their own. I think that's pretty awesome if that's something that you want to do. I hope you can get inspired in doing that and doing what you love. So with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, smash that like button. Go ahead and hit that notification bell. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you dislike and how I can improve it, because I definitely love doing this for you guys. And I'll talk to you guys later.